Good evening and welcome again to another episode of GT Sports. It's your boy Jackson Bryan, and it's going to be a quick show today with everything going on as well. A Clasico in the Super Cup final. Real Madrid are leading that 3-1. We do have the NFL playoffs going on. We saw Kansas City demolish um, Miami Dolphins last night in about -7 degree temperature, and the Cleveland Browns getting tortured by the Houston Texans. So today all in blue for the Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? We'll be ready for that this evening. But we'll just get straight into it. Very short show, as I said. Just a few topics, all transfer related. As everyone has probably seen, Jadon Sancho has gone back to Borussia Dortmund on loan from Manchester United. It was bound to happen. It was done between him and Erik ten Hag. Today, Man United, played very, very well in the opening 30, 35 minutes against Tottenham and then got back to what they were this season as a poor team. Um, Kudos to Rasmus Højlund for scoring and having them assist. He's doing very well. He's getting better and better every day. But Sancho leaving is a blessing for this team because, look, Sancho will go ahead and play the Bundesliga where everyone knows that, in the Bundesliga, apart from Aubameyang and Haaland, I couldn't tell you of another striker or attacking player that's found it well. Those players, they just need one touch and they score. Other players, you can't find that type of space in England or in any other domestic league. Maybe you can in Spain, but I don't see it. Um, Sancho also had an assist. You had some delusional fans saying, yes, bring him back. He's good enough. I'll say the same thing. That's crap. That's stupid. Jadon Sancho burnt his bridges when he posted that tweet. He didn't have to post that tweet. He could have easily just gone to the manager, or even if he did, he could have used different wording like, I thought I trained well to my ability, but the manager probably saw something else. That's an easy way to say it. You're calling him out, but you're not being disrespectful. He might have still suspended you, but you would have probably come back at that point. Um, so Sancho's gone, no buy option. Apparently, United will be covering only a third of his wages. Um, let's see. So it's a third of the wages. There's also a 4 million euro loan fee that could go up. That consists of that helps with wages. But if they do qualify for Champions League, Man United will receive another 2 million euros as a bonus. So we're all rooting for Sanchez to do well. We'll get that extra 2 million, and we'll probably sell him to another club for around 40-50 million pounds and get rid of him. He's one of the problems that need to leave the club, and we just can't wait on that day any much longer. Now, we're going to stick with United in a way for these next topics. And Brian Brobby has been mentioned as they do move as a striking option or anything. For that, I can confidently say from who I've been speaking with that Brobby is just a name thrown around for no godforsaken reason. It's not like a Barassi where talks have taken place or anything like that. It is just like they just throw his name out there because Erik ten Hag has coached him before, just like they did in the summer with Højbjerg and some other players. They're just throwing names out there now because they don't know. There's a lot of uncertainty. So Jim Radcliffe has gone to his first match, confirmed everything that we know, and by mid-February he'll be in position. But we don't expect Brian Brobby to make any type of move. If Brian Brobby, I don't think he'll leave Ajax in the next 18 months anyway. Um, and Amadou Onana, he is a Manchester United linked player. He's not a target. I'll say that for free. He's linked with the club because the club does do a lot of scouting a lot with a lot of different players, and he is one of them. Onana, the price for him has been quoted at £60 million from Everton. If they do get relegated, of course, that price does come down a bit. But right now it is 60 million. They pay 40, I think they paid 38 plus £4 million for him when they initially bought him from France. And now it's rumored that Arsenal are also in the discussion to get Amadou Onana. And so is Manchester United. They've always thrown United's name around. It doesn't matter who it could be. It could be Anana. It could be Messinho, the Brazilian youngster. It could be Marcus Leonardo. There are players that Man United's name are just thrown around, and even if they don't do anything. Now, Amadou Onana, what type of player could he be? I don't think Onana is a top 6 player. I'll say that for free. There are people that are going to disagree with me with that opinion, but I don't think Amadou Onana does make it into a top 6 team. I think if he did, he wouldn't have left France. He would have joined the Marseille, or he would have joined RC Lens or a club like that. Yeah, and look, he was only close to joining either West Ham or Everton. There were no other clubs interested. No one else took a gamble on him. And at the price that is quoting, I mean, look, you can go out and get a better player for less than that. I'm not even joking. And I don't think he's value for money. I mean, he's about 24 years old, good age, about 60 million. He comes in, where is he going to play? I mean, we already see that for this club, Kobe Manu is playing a lot of games as a number 6. So, the pivot partner, Casemiro, is back. Where would Onana play? You won't drop Bruno, you won't drop Manu to further his development. So it's not value for money. If he does go to Arsenal, you can see what they're trying to do. But in January, I expect very little business from Arsenal, just like with Manchester United. And the final topic on that club as well, Mason Greenwood, who is on loan in Spain in Getafe, has won their Player of the Month award. Now, he's been outstanding. I think it's 4 goals and 3 assists in 12 games so far with Getafe. It has been very good for Mason. It's been a great loan move. He does want to come back. There are many fans who want him to come back. We know that decision does lie with the new regime now in Sir Jim Ratcliffe. So it is up to them and how they can manage damage control if they do proceed with bringing him back. We know for a fact Eric Ten Hag does want him to play again for Manchester United. So we'll wait and see. He's doing excellent in Spain. If he continues to do this, then there's nothing that can actually stop him. Mason is still very young, and the thing is, we've seen United get rid of young players. Hannibal is leaving. Mateo Mejia has gone. Joe Hugo is on loan. Alvaro Fernandez is virtually gone. The good young players. But with Mason, it's going to be very difficult to offload it due to the fact that you'll get a very, very cut price. I mean, if somebody offers you 25 million with a 1 year left on his deal, you probably take it. But you're going to want about 40-50% sell-on clause because he will become one of the best players in the world, and he does have that talent. So we'll wait and see. We'll see what happens with Mason. I've been watching Getafe's matches since he's been signed, so we'll keep monitoring him and see how good he does develop. And look, maybe Man United grow a set of balls and decide to be a football club instead of a family club. But come on, I mean, Mason should be playing football, and I must say it's 4-1 to Real Madrid. Rodrigo scored. It's 4 goals by Brazilians. My God, Barcelona are really behind the sword now. My God. But anyway, yeah. So speaking about Real Madrid, it has been confirmed from sources close to the club in Spain that they are looking at 3 strikers for next summer: Kylian Mbappe, Erling Haaland, and Victor Osimhen. Now, one of those 3 will be joining Real Madrid in the summer. As we know, when Real Madrid come knocking, it's over for the selling club. Madrid do know that they have offered Kylian a contract. There have been reports from France and from Spain that he has accepted that deal and he will join in the summer. His camp have denied it. Al Khalifa has denied it. But right now, we're waiting to see if Real Madrid do say anything about moving to another target. Because if they have, then Kylian has denied it. For Erling Haaland, there was always rumors when he did sign that contract at Manchester City that there was a release clause around 150 million euros, and Real Madrid would have activated it in the summer 2024 once he's gotten his feet down in England. And then Victor Osimhen, he signed a new contract as well. He has a £130 million release clause, so virtually the same as Haaland. So you're looking at everybody being around the same price, but Real Madrid will go for a top tier striker in the summer. They believe in Ancelotti, hence they gave him the new contract. And they like Vinicius and Rodrigo, but they would like to have an actual number 9. I think Ancelotti does want a number 9, as he normally does play with a number 9, and it's much more effortless for Vinicius to take on players, for Rodrigo to take on players, Bellingham rushing into the box. It does cause a bit of issue for defenses, but they will be going for a top tier striker in the summer. And sorry, I'm just watching the game here, watching over the goal, and it is not looking good. Not looking good. But we will move on to the final topic, the final talking point I'm going to bring up in this episode. Just advising, guys, there will no longer be Sunday programs. We will be moving it to Saturdays. We will update it on our Twitter profile as well, so you guys will know that it is Saturdays. For timing, we're looking at around the same time, about 3 p.m. on Saturdays. So from next week going forward, we will be meeting on a new time, on a new day, and possibly with a new name. Who knows? This has been Jackson, and we'll see you guys next week. Vamos.